DCP sebagai moderator untuk program pada pagi ini, anjuran JKKN Pulau Pinang. Jadi sangat istimewa ya tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, hari ini kita akan membincangkan program intelek seni di mana kita akan membincangkan ukiran dan senibina fasad Tokong Cina Hokkien di Georgetown. Jadi bersama saya pada pagi ini kita mengalu-alukan kedatangan tetamu jemputan 4 orang di sini. Jadi saya akan memperkenalkan satu-satu Encik YBhg iaitu Penolong Setiausaha Persatuan Hokkien Negeri Pulau Pinang. Okey, kemudian kita ada Tan Sri Dr. Tan Khooi, Pengerusi Persatuan Hokkien Negeri Pulau Pinang. Kemudian kita ada Dato Tan Hock, Timbalan Pengerusi Persatuan Hokkien Negeri Pulau Pinang. Dan juga kita ada Dato Hock dari Boon Tong Temple. Okey, jadi untuk soalan pertama saya akan ajukan persoalan ini kepada Tan Sri ya, Tan Sri. Jadi boleh tak ceritakan sedikit pengenalan mengenai kita ceritakan tentang sejarah penubuhan Persatuan Hokkien di negeri Pulau Pinang dan juga mungkin boleh cerita sedikit tentang peranan-peranan.
Selamat pagi. Terima kasih kepada penganjur-penganjur untuk program pagi ini. Mula-mula kita akan berbincang mengenai Hokkien di Pulau Pinang. Orang-orang Hokkien yang dulu yaitu nenek mayung yang datang Pulau Pinang sejak tahun Amanah 1400 lebih tahun, tapi kebanyakan orang tu tak berapa besar. Selepas tu hingga tahun Transislight masuk Pulau Pinang, Street Settlement yang masa, itu masa ramai Hokkien mari. Hokkien mari ke Pulau Pinang kebanyakan dari Changchou during Tang Dynasty lah. Tang Dynasty. Jadi bila dia orang datang, dia pakai bot papan. Jadi dia datang, dia pun tak tahu mana tempat atau mana negeri yang akan singgah. Dana ikut angin berkeparan. Jadi kalau mereka singgah Pulau Pinang, dia akan tinggal Pulau Pinang lah. Jadi dari segi Pulau Pinang memang pun juga nama masa dia. Kerana bagi Tan Kongsi sejak tahun 1810 surat tubuh itu pendaftaran. Bila pendaftaran telah dibuat, itu sememangnya orang Cina, orang Tan sudah ada di sini sebelum dia boleh daftar. Ini pendaftaran NGO. Kemudian membangun kongsi-kongsi yang berkenaan. Kongsi-kongsi ini yang bersejarah, ini semata-mata untuk Tan kongsi memang untuk tannya orang, sehingga tanah dari negara Cina untuk meninggal 1-2 bulan selepas mendapatkan kerja, baru keluarkan dari kongsi yang berkenaan. Lagipun kongsi ini bermakna untuk memutuskan kekacauan antara Tan kliennya orang. Ini memupuk perpaduan atas tannya orang bersama dengan kebudayaan Tan atau kebudayaan orang Hokkien. Memang orang Hokkien datang sini memang sangat kuat kerja, cari uang, kerja kuat, untung uang, dia sama ada buat rumah kongsi atau buat sekolah, tapi ramai pun mengeluarkan wang untuk membina sekolah-sekolah Cina. Itu sekolah-sekolah Cina yang di Pulau Pinang yang masyhur tu ialah Chongling High School, Chongling Primary School, lagi Chinese Girls School, and then Khooi Primary School, Secondary School, lagi 20 lebih buah sekolah yang lain. Yang kesemua ini yang ditubuhkan orang Hokkien di Pulau Pinang. Dia yang penganjur. Sampai sekarang orang Cina pun menggelorkan wang untuk membina, mentambahkan sekolah-sekolah yang berkenaan. Dan lagi itu hujan di Pulau Pinang memang ramai. Kalau tidak salah saya, separuh, about 50%, 50% penduduk Cina di Pulau Pinang adalah Hokkien. So you can see the dialect of the people here, what they are talking in the daily life, they still talk in Hokkien dialect. So there is certain influence in Hokkien internet. So the association started through Hokkien Kongsi. So all these Kongsi are basically owned by Hokkien people, like I can say. Even Khoo Kongsi, also the same. The founders are Hokkien people. Yeoh Kongsi, Jia Kongsi, all these are founded by Hokkien people. So you can see the difference there. Basically, come from Fujian now. And then their contribution is very well recorded. As you can see, the client house here, who is who in this client house since their start. So not only for this Khoo Kongsi, for all the 5, 6 Kongsi, you can see all those ancestors with their name there, with their name there, with their education background, all are recorded. If you know Chinese, they all are recorded, you see. Whether they are the justice of peace, or they are the doctors or doctorate, they are lawyers, all are recorded. Their contributions are well recorded. That is the functions of our individual Kongsi in Penang. These are the main things.
Terima kasih Dato' atas jawapan tadi. Jadi kita terus mengupas sejarah pembinaan tokoh-tokoh Cina Hokkien di Georgetown. Jadi seterusnya kita akan mengupas sejarah pembinaan tokoh-tokoh Cina Hokkien di Georgetown. Jadi Encik YBhg mungkin boleh menceritakan sedikit tentang sejarah kedua ini.
Ya, for itu temple Tong, the Tokong untuk temple sembayangnya di Georgetown. The most famous one is the one in Ling, Hokkien. The name is Hokkien. So the people in Penang, they come here, they wish to become living harmony, and then living with the the good, healthy, prosperity, happiness. So mostly they go to the Tokong, and pray sembahyang di sana. Especially the first day and 15th day of the month, because the Chinese we have two type of calendar. One is the Tunas, is the Chinese way of calendar. So the first day is the new moon. The 15th day is the full moon. So mostly they use these 2 days to pray. So every month they went to pray. Even now, many people went to pray in the Tokong. And then besides, because of too crowded, there are so many small temple built near the houses, near the road. They have houses. So another one is they also sembahyang to Tokong. You know, the local Tokong with the earth Tokong. The earth Tokong is just like Dato. We sembahyang. So they are asking for prosperity. And then people, they sometimes have problem. They go to ask the Tokong. So what is the direction to go? Whether go for study or go for working or go for promotion or what? So they use the the stick, to get a number. In Tokong, got 28 stick.
Okay.
Then in the Kuan Yin Ting, they have 60 stick. Why 60? Because Chinese, their time is calculated by cycle. So from head to end, after the combination, that is 60. 60 many people has been used. Just like before the Karakan party, they also use the 60, right, width of 60. So 60 every 12 year. I mean, one cycle is 12 years. Then times 5 is 60. Then in Sula calendar, in the Chinese calendar, everyone use a calendar by Western Sula. It's based on the sun. Based on the sun is when there is a festival, we use this solar, like Chengbei. Chinese, they used to go for Chengbei. Chengbei is based on a solar. That's April the 4th or April the 5th. Then, or some other times, the end of the year, the Tangche, Tangche, the winter, the drive of winter, your Tangche. Tangche usually fall in the December the 22nd. Very close to the Christmas party. Christmas is 25th, that's 22nd. That is follow the solar. Solar is the farmer. The farmers, in China, they use solar also and dunas. The solar, because when they want to plant the crop, they put the seed on the field, on the plantation, so they follow the day. And then the people here, they used to have a 5 element. 5 element, one is a wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So you see many temples, they have 5 colors. You see they got 5 colors.
So meaning in every temple.
Mostly they know how to use it. They have it. Let's say they have the wood is green color. You can see the green color over here. Then the fire, red color, represent fire. And the earth, the yellow, represent the earth. The metal, they use white. And then water, they use black color.
Terima kasih Encik Yeoh. Jadi saya akan teruskan dengan soalan berkenaan dengan jenis-jenis tokong Hokkien yang ada di Pulau Pinang. Jadi saya terus kepada Dato Hock. Boleh cerita sedikit jenis-jenis tokong di Pulau Pinang dan juga perbezaan tokong-tokong Cina Hokkien di Pulau Pinang ini.
Actually, in Penang, the 5 surname, Tan, Ling, Khoo, Yeoh. This all starting by Tong. Tong from 1844. So on that time, the Hokkien Chinese, to build this illegal associate, they call Tong. After on that time, the British government not allowed, police not allowed, because it's a secret society. So after they stop it, they build one temple called Pulau for one temple. When all the Tong, all the illegal party members all move in Pulau. So from the Pulau already, they split out 5 surname, Tan, Lim, Khoo, Yeoh. So in Penang, you can see the temple of the Pulau, so beside this building only, in the center. All 5 surname, Kongsi, all surround this temple. So until now, in Penang, Hokkien people, they build out these 5 surname, because on that time, the Hokkien people, these 5 surname, a lot of population for this 5 surname. So on that time, they control Penang 8 famous temple. 8 famous temple until today. This famous temple, Kuan Yin Ting, King Kong Toa, another few Topekong building. That's what is the Hokkien people coming out. So talking of Penang got Hokkien Kongsi, but also got Hokkien Hui Quan, Hokkien Associate and Hokkien Kongsi. Different. Because Hokkien Kongsi is only for 5 surname. no other surname can join in. So in Penang, Hokkien people, they build Hokkien Hui Kwan, Hokkien associate. So every Hokkien people can join in. So that's why in Penang got 2 Hokkien associate.
I see.
So that is finished.
Okay. Alright. So what is the difference between these temples? Like we have Kongsi, we have Kongsi.
This temple, because this 8 temple, all for the public temple.
Okay.
All for
So
public
different
temple.
clan, different temples.
No. All clan all together.
Okay.
But only this Hokkien Kongsi 5 surname to manage
Alright.
this temple only. So no for other management, only these 5 Kongsi, 5 surname to manage until today.
Alright, thank you for the answer. Okay, seterusnya kita juga akan membincangkan tentang sejarah di mana tempat kita berada sekarang, iaitu di Boon Khoo Kongsi Temple. Jadi kita teruskan kepada Dato Khoo Kearifan yang juga trustee kepada Boon Temple ni. Mungkin boleh cerita sedikit sejarah penubuhan temple ini. Dato.
Selamat pagi. This Boon Khoo Kongsi today, where we are taking the interview, the top down here, I happen to be the trustees as from 1979. But from the early 50s, I used to follow my father, who is the secretary, and this temple is actually for ancestors worship. If you look at the tablets, we have about 300. These are the recordings of our ancestors. We Khoos arrived in Pinang, the migration in the 1800s or what. But our temple started collection in 1816. If you look at our tablets, we have donations from clansmen from 1816. But this temple, after the build up of the fund, this temple was built in 1878. Then, in 1931, my grandfather, also a trustee down here, we have the first renovation of this temple. The second renovation of 1960. We have all the original paintworks, the door, gods and all that. Then in 2015 we have our third renovation, and through the state funding it costs us about nearly 2 million. So we are preserving the artwork, the records of our families. This temple is actually our ancestors from the 5 brothers of the 4th generation. In fact, the progenitor of Boon Tong, we had 6 brothers, but the 6th one becomes a monk. So we have the descendants of the 5. And we have also the tracing of our people in Burma, Singapore. So as trustees of Boon Tong Kongsi, we were lucky by 1950 our forefathers left about 60 houses, and we trustees only have the collection of the house rent of around 20,000 per month. Then in the year 2000, where the Rent Control Act was taken off, we managed to have plus or minus of our monthly income of 50,000. So we trustees are maintaining on such fund.
Right. Okay, thank you for your answer. Jadi ada apa-apa lagi yang Tan Sri nak tambah ke atau Dato' nak tambah tentang sejarah penubuhan kongsi-kongsi tokoh-tokoh Hokkien di Pulau Pinang ni? Ada sedikit nak tambah, Tan Sri?
Even though you may see there are so many Kongsi and so many temples, but Hokkien peoples are all united,
Right.
especially on Chinese education, on Chinese culture overall. Even though we have individual dialect, individual Kongsi temple, all this, but we are still very, very united under the Hokkien Association. We are still very united.
Yeah, that's good to know. And may I also know how many exactly the number of clans in Penang? You mentioned 5 just now, right?
Five, the big
Five is the surname clan.
What's the name?
There are 5 surname clan is the main clan.
Mm-hmm.
And then those 5 surname clan, they have one Hokkien Kongsi.
Right.
But we have to cater, Hokkien people need to cater all surname.
Right.
So that's why Hokkien Association come about
Right.
to cater all the Hokkien people.
Okay. So how many numbers of all the
More than 100.
more than
all the surname,
All the surname.
all the surname can join in. Okay.
Hokkien surnames about 300 over.
As far as
Ling,
Yeah, all surname, they
Ling.
group under Hokkien Association.
say, okay.
you see, they are from the Jiangqiu.
Right.
Jiangqiu was founded by Tan Clan,
Yeah.
the hero.
The first one.
Yeah.
The
first clan is Tan.
hero in China, they came to the area Jiangqiu in 684 years time.
Alright.
These 5 surname all Zhangjiu people.
Ancestor.
Yeah.
All Zhangjiu.
And then
But in China, there are so many districts under one province. And Hokkien province, they got about 13 districts, you see. So these 13 districts are still appeared in Penang, having their own NGO.
I see.
So these NGO are part and parcel of my Hokkien Association member. So Hokkien members, Hokkien Association considered very big. They got 14 dialect, 14 district type of people, NGO joining our Hokkien Association, and then we got individual members about 1,005 again. So Hokkien Association is a big family, and then we have educational welfare fund, we have activity fund, we organize function every year, the main function.
So what is your flagship program for the year, where you gather all the clans in Penang?
Yes, where we gathered, we have a normal celebration. What Chinese people celebrate, normally we try to celebrate. And then it's a place where we can dialogue with our China businessmen, China merchant, where we have good dialogue. Where there is an exhibition, we will send a delegate to China to exhibit our product. There is a interactive activity going on, where there is an exhibition on all types of product. We can send our good there for exhibition. They can send theirs to our country for exhibition. These are so-called not only social activity, business activity carry on now. See, because now the world is borderless.
Yeah.
So it is a place for us to gather our Hokkien peoples, those who like to participate in respective exhibition throughout all all part of China. They'll send us a brochure, this and that, for us to participate.
Alright, thank you so much.
Another thing I want to emphasize on, you know, the Hokkien with our dialect is different. It's quite famous worldwide. Why worldwide? Because it's a Penang Hokkien dialect.
Right.
Penang Hokkien dialect is different from the dialect in China
From China, yeah.
because we have modified a little bit.
Yeah.
Why? Because few years, 100 years back, many people, the Chinese Hokkien, stay together, quite neighborhood with the Malay and Indian, very harmony, and those people in Indonesia.
Right.
So we call the stone, we call batu,
Batu.
but in China they call chutao.
Oh.
But why we call batu? They will
Malay. So it mix lah. All the
mix.
lala also all
So
So,
Loja.
so when we
Yeah.
talk, we talk the Hokkien in China, they can understand somewhere.
I see. Okay.
Ah.
So it has been localized. The dialect has
Ah,
been
Yeah,
so
localized.
it become a world famous Penang.
That's called
Hokkien
Malaysian
dialect.
Hokkien.
Malaysian Hokkien.
It's harmony.
I see. Okay, jadi terima kasih Dato' Tan Sri dari
Baik,
YBhg.
baik.
Okay.
Jadi itu saja untuk perkongsian kita dari segi sejarah golongan kaum Hokkien, Chinese Hokkien di Penang dan juga sejarah penubuhan Tokong di Penang ini. Jadi dengan itu terima kasih sekali lagi kerana berada dengan kita. Kita akan terus ke segmen seterusnya bersama dengan